I first saw it in the bathroom mirror just after brushing my teeth. A flicker behind me, too tall for the frame. I turned, half expecting a burglar, but found only the yellowing tile and a humming radiator. I laughed it off. My imagination had grown bold in the silence. The building was nearly empty after all. Rent had dropped low enough to attract people like me, invisible, solitary, too strange or too sad to live elsewhere. But the thing kept appearing, not always in mirrors, sometimes in the black window at night, or the sheen of a turned-off television, always just on the edge. A presence that knew it wasn't supposed to be seen. The third time I caught more of it, elongated limbs like something drawn through a smear. No eyes, just a suggestion of a face, a pressure in the mind. When it noticed I saw it, really saw it, there was no jump scare, no violent flash, just a cold, creeping recognition that passed through me like a virus waking from dormancy. I didn't sleep that night. I sat upright in bed with the lights on, staring into the blank screen of my laptop, waiting for it to return. It didn't, but its absence felt just as wrong. I started taping paper over reflective surfaces, mirrors, the microwave door, the black faucet handles. I took apart the smoke detector, convinced it was hiding something. When I walked down the narrow hallway, I covered my eyes at the little glass window beside the stairwell. I caught it there once, standing outside the window on the 4th floor. It had no mouth, but I could feel it whispering my name. I told my landlord about the thing. He said nothing, just nodded absently, then changed the subject. When I asked again, he chuckled and said, "Old buildings have long memories." Long memories. Something about that phrase lodged in my brain like a splinter. I began dreaming of doorways that opened into vast, starless voids. In them, I floated beside 1,000 versions of myself, taller, thinner, dead-eyed. And in each dream, the dark figure stood beside one of them, hand resting on their shoulder like a shepherd's crook. I started to remember things, not events, but feelings. The curve of a planet I'd never stood on, the sound of a sky that wasn't sky at all, the certainty that I had been followed across lifetimes. The thing didn't want to kill me, it wanted me to remember. I stopped covering the mirrors. I started watching back. And slowly, I began to understand. This thing, this echo of entropy, had once known me, known what I was before I became this skin and bone placeholder. One night, I looked long enough into the black of my TV to see it fully. Its form shifted as I watched, always humanoid, always tall, but dressed in symbols that danced like worms in oil. My reflection blinked, but it did not. And then it stepped forward, out of the darkness, and into the room. No sound, no disruption of air. It just was, standing there, as natural and wrong as a wound in time. And in that moment, I remembered. Not everything, not names or places, just the deal. I had asked to forget, to live one more cycle as someone small and separate, to be free from knowing what we were, what it was. But my cycle was ending, and it had come to return me. It did not speak. It didn't need to. I understood. The walls of the apartment peeled away like layers of an onion. Beyond them, not stars, but memories piled upon memories. Entire histories where I had tried to flee. Bodies I'd worn. Civilizations I'd helped snuff out, just to start over clean. And always, it had followed. The thing that remembered me. They found my unit empty last month. No sign of forced entry. Just clothes on the floor, a coffee cup still warm, and every mirror shattered from the inside. The landlord wouldn't let anyone new in. "Some tenants?" he muttered, shaking his head. "Just don't want to be forgotten."